A proxy war is a conflict in which external powers support and supply opposing sides in a local war, using that war to advance their own strategic interests without direct military confrontation between the external powers themselves. During the Cold War, Africa was a theater for proxy wars between the USA and USSR. Today we study three major cases: Angola, Mozambique, and the Horn of Africa. Angola became independent from Portugal in November 1975, but immediately collapsed into civil war because three liberation movements that had fought the Portuguese now fought each other. 1. MPLA, Popular Movement for the Liberation of Angola, Marxist, Soviet-backed, based mainly among the Mondo people and urban intellectuals, led by Agostinho Neto. 2. FNLA, National Front for the Liberation of Angola, US-backed, mainly Bakongo people in the north, led by Holden Roberto. 3. UNITA, National Union for the Total Independence of Angola, US and South Africa-backed, mainly Ovimbondo people in the south, led by Jonas Savimbi, a charismatic but ruthless leader. Cuba sent 50,000 troops to support the MPLA, with Soviet weapons. South Africa intervened militarily to support UNITA, both because of anti-communism and to destabilize the region. The U.S. Congress passed the Clark Amendment 1976 banning CIA involvement, initially stepped back but resumed support to UNITA under Reagan in the 1980s. The MPLA took the capital Luanda and held government. The war continued with massive destruction. Over 500,000 people died. Peace agreements failed repeatedly. 1991 BECE Accords, Savimbi rejected results. A second major agreement in 1994, Lusaka Protocol, also collapsed. Only in 2002, when Savimbi was killed in battle, February 2002, did the war finally end after 27 years. Mozambique gained independence from Portugal in 1975 under Frelimo, Mozambique Liberation Front, led by Samora Machel. Frelimo was Marxist-oriented and immediately aligned with the Soviet bloc. South Africa and Rhodesia, Zimbabwe pre-independence, created and supported Renamo, Mozambican National Resistance, to destabilize Mozambique, a civil war that was entirely externally generated. Renamo had no coherent ideology. It was a terrorist organization that attacked villages, schools, and health clinics. The war killed approximately 1 million people and displaced 5 million more, making it one of Africa's deadliest conflicts. Samora Machel died in a mysterious plane crash in 1986. South African involvement was alleged. Peace came with the Rome General Peace Accords of 1992. The Horn of Africa was another Cold War battleground, with the USA and USSR literally swapping sides in 1977–78. Ethiopia was ruled by Emperor Haile Selassie, US ally, until the Derg Military Council overthrew him in 1974. The Derg, led by Mengistu Haile Mariam, turned Ethiopia communist. So the USA dropped Ethiopia and switched to Somalia, previously Soviet-aligned. The USSR dropped Somalia and switched to Ethiopia. This dramatic swap shows how the Cold War was about power, not values. 1977–78, Ogaden War, Somalia invaded Ethiopia to claim the Ogaden region, populated by ethnic Somalis. Cuba again sent 15,000 troops plus Soviet weapons to help Ethiopia repel Somalia. Ethiopia won, Somalia collapsed into civil war and eventually state failure. Proxy war characteristics: external powers supply weapons, money, and sometimes troops to local combatants. Wars last decades because external support prevents either side winning. African proxy wars: Angola, MPLA vs UNITA, 27 years, 500,000 dead. Mozambique, Frelimo vs Renamo, 1 million dead, created by Rhodesia/South Africa. Horn of Africa, USA and USSR literally swapped sides between Ethiopia and Somalia. Legacy: proxy wars left Angola, Mozambique, and parts of the Horn devastated with weak institutions, landmines, and traumatized populations.